2, Houston's official NBA championship station. Now, a Rocketball edition of Channel 2 News. Complete coverage of the Rockets and all of the news.
Good evening. Sherman Men will join us again tomorrow, and we hope the real Rockets show up, too. This town's been talking Rocketball, the finals, and a championship, as you know. Now there's just a little bit of nail-biting as the team goes back to New York. Here's Irv White.
Let's play Guess Who's in the Limo. Clue, he's a Rocket, and they call him Mad Max. Maxwell! Maxwell! That's right, number 11, Rockets guard Vernon Maxwell. Max and company received a small but warm send-off to the Big Apple. That made the photo/autograph opportunities that much greater for Joy Tate.
Ta-da!
Yes, dreams do come true.
We've seen Akeem, Maxwell, Herrera, Ori,
Scotty Brooks.
oh, Scotty Brooks, Matt Bullard,
Robert Oria.
who else, y'all? Robert Ori. Everything.
Someone obviously expected a crowd for the send-off, but the rows of barricades and extra forces weren't needed. And while all the Rockets passed through, not every one of them was in a benevolent mood.
Come on, man, all I need is you. Come on.
Perhaps Kenny's poor shooting performance in Game 2 had him not feeling worthy. The Rockets as a team shot only 39%.
This is just what we expected. Tough games. Sometimes you're going to win, sometimes you're going to lose. But we feel we can win 4 out of 7.
So the Rockets leave Houston feeling, they say, no pressure.
No, there's no pressure. So we just going to go out and play hard, you know. They won one on our court. We can go up there and win one on their court. Hopefully we can win 2 or maybe 3.
Maybe Kenny Smith would feel like signing a few autographs if that happened.
I'll be right here standing waiting.
Irv White, Channel 2 News.
No pressure. Hope not. Rockets are in enemy territory for sure, and how can you tell? Because they kind of talk funny up there in New York. Amy Huggins knows all about it.
Here we are in one of the world's greatest cities, and all we want is a little respect.
Still number 1. That's why I got the shirt on.
People in New York are friendly.
Bye.
But they think we, as they say, talk funny. Signs with this name are familiar, yet the way New Yorkers say it isn't.
Houston.
Houston.
When I first came to New York, I would say Houston Street. And people would really look at you weird. It was like you were a complete idiot if you said Houston Street.
The area south of Houston takes its famous name from its geographical location. Soho is a network of oh-so trendy shops, flower and flea markets.
How about fishes?
This is a place to see and be seen. Even the hipsters admit we should stick to our way of doing things. Sam Houston.
It would sound historically inaccurate.
Houston, Texas? Well, I probably wouldn't exactly know what you were talking about. The Houston Rockets.
That would sound really weird.
So they do respect us enough to let us be ourselves. If they'd only accommodate Houston with an NBA title, now that would really be nice.
I like Houston at 5.
In New York City, Amy Huggins, Channel 2 News.
Houston. Well, no matter how you want to say it, Rockets battle the Knicks in Game 3 tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, right here on Channel 2. And we'll have live coverage on the news at 5 o'clock and a full pregame show at 5:30. Craig Roberts, Bill Biessa, Spencer Tillman, and I will join Amy in New York. And we'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock as the Rockets go get them. Well, the president's wife has repaid a political debt in Houston. Texas Land Commissioner Gary Morrow ran the Clinton presidential campaign in Texas, and today she endorses his re-election. She also uses today's visit to promote health care. Glenn Boyd has details.
First Lady Hillary Clinton received a warm welcome from more than 100 supporters. She stopped in Houston to attend a political fundraiser. Speaking briefly, she touted her husband's 16 months in office.
The economy is doing what it should be doing. We now have the lowest unemployment that we've had for years.
The impromptu speech lasted for 5 minutes. That was long enough for Ann Wheeler, who came to hear Mrs. Clinton talk about health care reform.
I have a child with a serious illness that unless we can get universal health care, she's not going to be covered in the future.
Her daughter Beth is an A student at Rice University. A year ago, she had a tumor removed from her brain. Because of the sensitive nature, doctors couldn't remove all of the tumor.
I'm back on some medications and just trying to get through till next semester.
She loves to read, but too much of reading causes headaches. Beth will soon be on her own and won't be covered by mother's insurance. That's why universal health coverage is so important to her.
I know no insurance company will accept it, someone with a pre-existing condition like mine. So I know it's going to be difficult.
But critics charge the Clinton health reform plan is nothing more than socialized medicine.
All the president and I want is for every American to have the same option that every member of Congress and every federal employee has now.
Beth is counting on Congress to pass a health care plan. Her surgery a year ago cost more than $50,000.
That's pretty scary to me. That's a scary future.
Glenn Boyd, Channel 2 News.
And before arriving in Houston, Mrs. Clinton spoke to the American Nurses Association. That was in San Antonio. Are we anywhere closer to passing the Clinton health care plan? Well, quote, closer than ever, says the president. But even at that, Bill Clinton says approval is still a long way off. Also tonight, Senator Bob Dole says he's ready to block passage of the health care reform. He wants to force Democrats to campaign for office this fall and defend the president's plan at the same time. Says it can't be done. Republicans of Texas wrap up their state convention today without a major split in the party. There was concern the religious right and moderates might come to a parting of the way. In fact, the 12,000 delegates appear unified under their leader, gubernatorial candidate George W. Bush. They cheer wildly as he outlines his ideas on issues like education and prison reform. Bush promises to run a gentlemanly race against opponent Ann Richards.
All right, listen, let me say, I'm going to win this campaign by not belittling my opponent, but by sticking on issues that matter to our children and our children's children.
The delegates also elect Tom Pauken as their party chairman today. Also this weekend, the Libertarian Party holds its convention. That was in San Antonio. The 54 voting delegates pick Arlington engineer Kerry Ehlers as their candidate for governor. Houston's David Chow is the choice for land commissioner, Clyde Garland for agriculture commissioner, and Buster Crabb of Pasadena is their railroad commissioner choice. If you bought a Texas lottery ticket, take it out right now. Tonight's jackpot good for $28 million, and here are the winning numbers. 9, 18, 19, 22, 32, and 39. One more time now. The winning lotto numbers, $28 million, are 9, 18, 19, 22, 32, and 39. And now the pick three numbers tonight, 7, 1, and 5. Richard Pryor could use tonight's lottery jackpot, see why he's short on cash, next in Nightfile. Then hundreds of people witnessed a fiery plane crash in Michigan. Also a fatal car bombing south of the border, possibly a drug deal payback. Nightfile is next.
Tonight's Channel 2 News is brought to you in part by Finger Furniture Company.
I may be a bum to y'all, but to my kids, I'm still their old dad. Now this Father's Day, Fingers is going to help you do something special for your dear old dad. Did you know Fingers is America's largest independent RCA home theater dealer? Know why? Because Fingers sells them for less. Save $600 to $4,000 on all home theaters. It's time to just say no to high furniture prices. Say yes to Fingers.
Some people say it costs too much to build an environmentally better building. The people of Lawrence, Kansas proved them wrong. This is our Walmart store here. Recycled asphalt parking lots, solar-powered signs, skylights for natural light to save electricity, and many other improvements you can't even see. We're proud of this store because we were a test, and much of what we learned will go into future stores. The test was a wonderful success, and the real winner is the world around us.
Some fear the passage of time. Others welcome it because it will reveal their strengths. Now, J.D. Power & Associates reveals that the best overall car line in vehicle dependability at 5 years of ownership no longer comes from Germany or Japan. The leader is Cadillac, creating a higher standard as time goes by. See your Gulf Coast Cadillac dealers.
Dream vacation? Let's go to a city that has everything, like a theme park for the whole family. No, 2 theme parks. One with lots of exciting live musical shows, great rides, and loads of family fun. The other with Shamu, all-new animal shows, and dinosaurs. Plus a tropical oasis to cool off in. Then if we could just make it all very affordable, now that's a dream vacation.
It's not a dream. San Antonio is the priceless vacation that's priced less. Call 1-800-THE-ALAMO for information and discounts.
An air show honoring World War II veterans turns into a tragedy up in Michigan. A small plane crashes, killing the pilot. The T-37 plane was in a barrel roll about 100 feet off the ground. when it then swooped in too low and slammed into the ground. No one else injured on the ground. The jet was one of 15 flying acts in the show. After the accident, that show went on. In Nightfile, a massacre in Sweden. A young Swedish military officer has gunned down 7 partygoers. He attacks them in a forest, firing an AK-47. No reason why yet. Police track him down, exchange gunfire, and wound the man before he's arrested. Car bomb explodes outside the Camino Real Hotel in Guadalajara, killing at least 5 people and wounding 15 others. It ripped into the hotel where a debutante ball for a 15-year-old girl was underway. Her family reportedly has drug connections. And comedian Richard Pryor says nearly $500,000 has been robbed from his house. He says a former employee is the thief. Pryor says the money may have been stolen last summer. No word why he's just now reporting the loss. Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan may take part in tomorrow's NAACP conference. That's in Baltimore. And that angers some Jews who say the group should not endorse anyone suspected of racism. A Common Cause brings out a big crowd in Raleigh, North Carolina. These people protest plans for a nuclear waste dump in North Carolina. State's in the planning process right now and could open one by '96. Japanese Emperor Akihito and his Empress are in D.C. tonight after a sweep through the South. They stopped in Atlanta and Charleston. Tomorrow, they'll be honored at a formal state dinner hosted by the Clintons. And we assume they'll use table manners, but none were needed today in Phoenix. It's a spaghetti eating contest to raise money for the zoo. The only catch? Look, Mom, no fork. Most kids don't need utensils anyway, do they, Mom? Yeah, right. Well, if spaghetti makes one think of Italy, then what makes one think of Argentina? For the answer, visit the Children's Museum. They have a special exhibit all about that country in South America. They have some artwork there by Argentinian children. American kids can learn how their peers dress, live, work, and play, and that is at the Children's Museum. Well, maybe a black cloud or something was hovering over the Rockets last night. Ted'll show us where the clouds are headed next in weather and later in sports. The Rockets are in New York City, and we'll have a report from Spencer Tillman. Stay with us.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens.
The 1995 Mitsubishi Galant, filled with thoughtful details.
These are a few of my favorite days.
Lease a new Galant S for just $1,250 down and $199 a month for 36 months.
These are a few of my favorite days.
The affordable Galant S lease, perhaps the most favorite thing of all.
Only one sportscaster brought you live Rocket reports from every playoff game. Channel 2's Craig Roberts. And now for the very best coverage, live from New York City, stay with KPRC-TV Channel 2. Live team coverage with Craig Roberts, Bill Biessa, Spencer Tillman, Larry Otis, and Amy Huggins. Starts Sunday at 5 on 2. Get the weather advantage. Starting Monday, KPRC-TV Channel 2 brings you the single most accurate source of weather forecasting in Houston, AccuWeather. See it only on Channel 2 News.
You may kill one roach, but thousands still lurk behind your walls. So we came up with this advanced formula for killing adult roaches and eggs. Combat Superbait Insecticide. Roaches eat it, take it back to the nest, die. Other roaches eat them. One roach kills dozens. We call it the domino effect. Excellent roach control. We guarantee it. And if you need us, call us at the Combat Labs. All we do is worry about roaches, so you won't have to.
This is a Texas live oak. It was no more than a sapling when my great-grandfather opened his first grocery store. He planted the seeds of great customer service that grew up to be Randall's. These days, Randall's is spread far and wide, but no matter how big we get, we'll never forget our roots. Great service is still alive and growing strong at Randall's.
You'll find remarkable savings on 6-pack cans of Coca-Cola products, 4 for just $5, and regular or light and healthy budget gourmet entrees, 5 for $4. Save now. Shop Randall's.
Okay, tell us something good. The weather's going to be great tomorrow. No humidity, lots of sun.
Sounds good to me. I can't go along with that, but it sounds good. I wish that were the case. We're going to have a little more of what we had today tomorrow, and perhaps for another couple of days. A lot of humidity and scattered showers and thunderstorms, maybe not quite as numerous tomorrow as they were today. We've been watching an area off to the northwest of the city tonight. It shows up pretty well on radar, and if you'll notice the coloration here as we zoom in, up here in the extreme northwestern sections of Harris County, up around Hockley, through that area, Waller perhaps, few dying thunderstorms there. The activity was actually much heavier and more widespread a couple of hours ago when this line moved across College Station and a little closer to us. But these thunder showers are moving toward the southeast, so perhaps we'll get another shot at a rain shower in the next hour or two. I think by midnight, all of these showers will have dissipated. That won't be the case, though, out in West Texas. Here's the panhandle of the state. Amarillo sitting right in here. Heavy thunderstorms off to the west of that city. Scattered showers, heavier thunder showers to the southwest of Lubbock and on down toward Wink. All of this activity is reaching severe limits, or much of it is, and as a matter of fact, there are tornado watches, 3 of the watch boxes in effect for a large part of the panhandle up until midnight local time tonight. So they're getting their grief in the form of very heavy thunderstorms and maybe even a tornado or two, and tornadic winds, certainly, up here in the northwestern reaches of the panhandle. Where it didn't rain or didn't cloud over today, it was hot, especially in far west Texas. Got up to 102 at El Paso. Midland close behind at 100. 97 for a high at Del Rio. 94 in the Austin area. But a few Texas towns had highs of only the middle 80s today, thanks to an early arrival of showers and thunder showers. Our high was only 90 today because the thunder showers moved in very shortly after the noon hour today. Well, it is currently 71 at Bryan College Station because of the earlier range there. We're seeing mid to upper 70s along the coast. Still a very warm 80 being reported over at Lake Charles. Across the city, 81 at Intercontinental, 78 at Hobby. Humidity high tonight at 82%. Wind southeast at 10. Our barometer holding steady just below 30 inches. We're calling for lows of the 70s for all of the viewing area tonight. We'll see 60s for the panhandle and far western parts of the state. And by sunrise on Sunday, stormy conditions still prevalent in central Oklahoma. We have a slight chance for scattered showers that early in the day along the coastal sections of both Texas and Louisiana. However, we're calling for most of the showers to end, I think, by midnight or very shortly thereafter. Early morning clouds, though, will roll in again Sunday, and showers of thunderstorms are in the afternoon forecast. 40% chance for rain tomorrow, 30% on Monday, and then back to the 20s that you would normally associate with early and mid-June. So there's still a pretty good chance for showers and thunderstorms, especially tomorrow.
Still have it. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ted. Rockets left town, so the Houston Hotshots moved in. The city's new soccer team kicks off its season next, coming up in the Summit. And a crowd turns out to chase away the rain with a little blues music. Stay with us.
Only $189 a month for a brand new 95 Dodge Neon. That's right, folks, just $189 a month here at Clear Lake Dodge. Hi, I'm Tom Parker. These are the cars you've heard so much about. Cab forward design, dual airbags, 16-valve fuel-injected engine, new 95 Neon for $8,900 or $499 down and only $189 a month. That's how you save money. And be sure you check our newspaper ad, the Houston Chronicle, for our all-new credit convenience plan. A pre-approved credit application right there in the newspaper. You can send it to us or fax it to us. Save you time and money at Clear Lake Dodge.
Chili's has discovered how to make an onion blossom. Remember, we are professionals. Don't try this at home. Chili's Awesome Blossom. A huge onion battered, flower-looking appetizer set. Only at Chili's.
Some people say it costs too much to build an environmentally better building. The people of Lawrence, Kansas proved them wrong. This is our Walmart store here. Recycled asphalt parking lots, solar-powered signs, skylights for natural light to save electricity, and many other improvements you can't even see. We're proud of this store because we were a test, and much of what we learned will go into future stores. The test was a wonderful success, and the real winner is the world around us.
The Volkswagen Jetta now features a remarkable advance which actually allows you, the driver, to control the speed at which your money leaves your bank account. It's the Jetta lease, and it means you can drive away in a Jetta for $0 down and $199 a month. The Jetta also features dual airbags, air conditioning, and 2 years of no-charge scheduled maintenance. However, the Jetta also has one of these, which tells you this offer is good for a limited time. Special lease offer ends July 5th.
See your Houston Volkswagen dealer.
A roof over their heads, food on the table, rules to follow, values to live by. All the things you provide to give your family a sense of security and well-being, including this important piece of protection, from the leader in individual life insurance. Because you want to be able to sleep at night, too. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
Tonight's sports is brought to you in part by the Prudential.
Boy, I know that Akeem said the defense wasn't all of the problem last night, that it was part of the Rockets' inability. I thought Mason was really rough on him, though.
Mason was good. He's a powerful player. But the Rockets, if they play their game, I think they still win another ugly game, but I think they win. Rockets practiced this morning here in town, then boarded a plane for New York. Our crew beat them there. That crew includes Spencer Tillman, and here's his report from the Apple.
All right, thanks a lot, Bart. Does this place look familiar to you? Well, it should, because 7 months ago, you brought Houston fans the story of the Rockets and their quest for their 15th in a row. Then they got it done. But this is a very different Knicks ball club. A ball club that has won 10 of 11 in postseason play this year. To be sure, it won't be easy.
It's not over until it's over, and that's one thing that we got to keep in our heads. And definitely we got to take one game at a time. But at the same time, you really got to concentrate on what we need to do out there on the floor, and that's to go out there and play good basketball as a team, and understand that we just got to motivate the next individual just to make sure they concentrate on that we got to do this together.
I think we play better with our backs against the walls, and it's going to be hard to beat us 3 times in a row. I know, I don't care wherever you're at. You know, it's hard to beat a team 3 straight, and we're confident we can win on the road, and we're confident we can win in the garden.
All right, so there you have it. The Knicks are confident, I'm sure, and the Rockets express their confidence. They don't think the Knicks can stop them 3 straight. To be sure, we'll find out on Sunday night. That's it from here in New York. I'm Spencer Tillman. Let's kick it back to the studio.
Okay, we'll have live reports coming out of New York for you tomorrow before the game. So no basketball being shown on the Diamond Vision at the Dome tonight. Astros and Braves had the crowd's undivided attention. Darryl Kyle on the mound for Houston, still struggling to find his 1993 form, and really he didn't get that done tonight. Fred McGriff with a 3-run homer you saw the end of there, made it 3-0. Then Jeff Bagwell cut into that lead with his 18th homer of the year in the second. This made it 3-1. Bagwell is really continuing to sizzle at the plate. But then in the 5th, Braves up 4-2. Mark Lemke delivers a 2-run single. This one really hurt. That made it 6-2 Braves. And then it was Bagwell again in the 6th. His 19th of the year. The guy is having the RBI year of a lifetime. Right now, it is 6-4 Braves. They are playing in the bottom of the 9th. We go to the National League scoreboard. Montreal 7-4 over New York. Chicago by the same score over the Dodgers. San Diego 3-1 over San Francisco. Tonight, St. Louis beating Philadelphia 7-4, Pittsburgh over Florida 10-4, and Cincinnati won 6-4 over Colorado. So they gain another game in the standings. In the American League, Baltimore beat Boston 5-2. It was New York 9-2 over Toronto, Cleveland 5-2 over Milwaukee, Minnesota shut out Chicago. In the 9th, Texas leading Kansas City. In the 4th, Detroit leading California. Also in the 4th, Oakland trailing Seattle 2-1. And one more tip of the cap to the 5A state baseball champs, the Bellaire Cardinals. Last night, they beat Corpus Christi Moody 2-1 in Austin. Rocky Manuel's 3rd reliever in the bottom of the 7th, Danny Morales, came through to get the final out with the bases loaded, and the Cardinals had their 6th state baseball title.
Some of these guys are going to be lucky to play for another 4 or 5 years if they get an opportunity to play for play in college. So, I'm just happy for them because, they're the guys that deserve all the credit. And, great players make great coaches, and we got a lot of great players at Bellaire.
Congratulations to those kids. They had a great year, great tradition there at Bellaire. And in college baseball, the Oklahoma Sooners, known for their prowess on the football field, won their 2nd college baseball championship ever by hammering Georgia Tech today. They counted out 16 hits and scored 13 runs. It was still close at 7-4 when OU belted 2 homers in the 6th. Damon Minor's 3-run shot put it away. 13-5 was the final, and of course, to get the final out, you got to have the pile on. How does it feel to be at the bottom of all this? Not too bad. When you win, that takes care of everything, right? And tonight was the first game for Houston's new entry in the Continental Indoor Soccer League. The Hotshots had their hands full with a very good team, Monterey La Raza, in the summit tonight. Hotshots trailed 2-0 when their top draft pick, Beto, scored the franchise's first goal ever. A rebound, and he fires it right back in. But Monterey won this one fairly easily, although the 8,500 in attendance saw a fun game with plenty of action. 9-5 Monterey was the final. Carlos Leso with a nice goal there. Hotshots put on a good show for everybody tonight, even in a losing effort. And the Knicks are actually taking a bit of a back seat up in New York to the Rangers' quest for a Stanley Cup championship. Game 6 of the finals tonight in Vancouver. Kirk McLean was big in goal for Vancouver tonight. First period, Canucks on the power play. Jeff Brown from Trevor Linden, 1-0 Vancouver. Then in the second period, Jeff Portnoy on the pile up in front. The puck dribbles into the net, 2-0. They went on to win it 4-1 over the Rangers, and they'll settle that one in New York on Tuesday night. Our crew will be there for a wild party if the Rangers win the Stanley Cup in New York.
Divided attention, huh?
Absolutely.
All right.
It'd be fun to have that here, wouldn't it?
You bet. We'll take it. Any kind of championship. Well, if you need a little pick-me-up tonight, next the music from a local blues festival. Stay with us.
What's your idea of a great summer break? How about Kroger, where our great summer break promotion gets you $25 worth of free Kroger groceries, plus a 20% store-wide discount at Penny's. And don't miss these Kroger weekly savings.
Enjoy Coke Classic 12-packs, just $1.99. And USDA Choice Boneless Beef Shoulder Steak, only $1.39 per pound.
Where's a great place to spend your summer break? Kroger, where it costs less to get more all summer long.
Your kids shouldn't think Nikes are the only shoes worth filling, or that the moonwalk was nothing but a dance. Bring them to Space Center Houston and celebrate the 25th anniversary of man's landing on the moon. See the Lunar Laser Spectacular, the incredible 200,000-piece Lego exhibit, plus fabulous films and displays all summer long. Because your kids shouldn't think Luke was the only Skywalker, come to Space Center Houston, I-45 South to NASA Road 1.
Where'd newlyweds like Joe and Gloria Sanchez get what it takes to do this great landscaping on a budget? Let's go back to square one. Builder Square can help you tackle any lawn and garden project at square deal prices that let you afford it. They've got all the tools, materials, and know-how you'll ever need.
Get a great square deal this week on a Murray 22-inch convertible mulching mower with side discharge cut. Only at Builder Square.
They'll get you squared away.
Well, maybe you're just a little blue about the Rockets game, and you'd like to blast away the blues. Well, blast off. Here we go to the Juneteenth Blues Festival at Miller Outdoor Theater. Big-time talent on stage, and the crowd just beginning to build when we stopped in to ask, hey, what is the blues anyway?
It's roots of all music, as far as I'm concerned. Country and western music, rock and roll music, it all started with blues. And it still has the same rhythm that it did back 50, 60 years ago.
Such is the story of the blues, and now if you like them, it's time to listen. Ah, there you go. See, now don't you feel like the Rockets never even lost? Just disposed of that bluish thought altogether. We'll see you tomorrow from New York. It's more blues now. Take care.